My name is Lena, and I'm 33, a data analyst at a growing fintech company. My family dynamic has always been skewed, and this story is about how it reached a breaking point. Growing up, my younger brother, Ethan, was the family favorite. When he wanted a new gaming console for his birthday, it appeared. I got second-hand books. When Ethan broke a neighbor's window, I was scolded for not supervising him. I was 13, studying in my room. Ethan joined a pricey soccer league, costing $2,500 a season, no questions asked. My request for art classes at $25 a week. Too expensive, Mom said. I started working at 16, serving coffee at a local cafe, scraping by to afford basics like clothes and bus fare. Ethan. He got a $40 weekly allowance for chores he rarely did. In high school, he totaled Mom's car joyriding. Dad shrugged, kids make mistakes, and got him a used SUV. When I needed a car for my job, they suggested I bike for exercise. 6 years ago, things got tough. Dad's factory job ended after a merger, leaving him with a meager severance. Mom worked part-time at a bakery, barely earning $15 an hour. One evening, Mom called, sobbing. "Lena, we're drowning. The house is 2 months behind on payments. They're threatening foreclosure." Her voice broke, and I felt my stomach knot. I'd just landed a promotion, earning $90,000 a year. "How much do you need?" I asked. $2,200 for the mortgage and bills," she said. I set up a monthly transfer, thinking it was temporary. "We'll pay you back," Dad promised. They never did. 3 years ago, I bought a modest one-bedroom condo in a quiet suburb. It cost me my entire $35,000 savings for the down payment and a $170,000 mortgage. I skipped trips, drove a beat-up Honda, and lived frugally to make it happen. Holding those keys felt like a victory. I'd done it alone. Meanwhile, Ethan was in college, tuition somehow covered despite my parents' struggles. At a family barbecue, Mom let slip, "Thank God for your help, Lena. Ethan's tuition would have been impossible." I froze. "You used my money for his college?" Dad didn't blink. "Family supports family. You had grants, he didn't." They'd funneled $50,000 of my money to Ethan's degree without telling me. Post-graduation, Ethan landed a $40,000 job at a retail chain, but lived large, new gadgets, weekend getaways. He met Chloe, a hairstylist, and proposed within 8 months. I'm certain my parents chipped in for her flashy ring, likely with my money. The ambush came at a family dinner. Mom made my favorite tacos, a rare gesture. Dad wore his only pressed shirt. Ethan and Chloe were unusually punctual. "Lena," Dad began, "Ethan and Chloe are expecting. They need a stable home." My heart sank. "That's great," I said cautiously. "They'll find a good place." Mom's eyes teared up. "We think you should let them have your condo." I laughed, thinking it was a prank. Their grim faces said otherwise. "You want me to give up my home that I paid for?" Mom's tears flowed. "How can you be selfish? It's for your niece or nephew," Dad added. "We sacrificed everything for you too. Now Ethan needs help." Chloe chimed in, cradling her belly. "My family always puts each other first." Ethan nodded. "It's just temporary, Lena. You've got a good job." They suggested I rent a studio for $1,300 a month while Ethan pays something toward my $1,700 mortgage. Something turned out to be nothing. After hours of guilt-tripping, Mom's sobs, Dad's lectures about duty, I caved. I moved into a cramped, noisy studio with no amenities, paying $1,300 plus $150 for furniture storage. Ethan and Chloe settled into my condo, redecorating with fancy rugs and framed art I'd never afford. Months passed. Ethan dodged my texts about payment. Mom brushed me off. "Babies are expensive, Lena. Be patient." At month 5, I dropped by unannounced. Ethan blocked the door. "Not a good time, call next time." Something felt wrong. I asked my cousin Mia, who lived nearby, to keep an eye out. A week later, she called. "Lena, there's a for sale sign at your condo. I saw a realtor showing your unit." I checked online. My condo was listed for $260,000, photos showing Chloe's decor and a nursery. Furious, I confronted my parents. They were sipping tea, unbothered. "We're buying a beach house in North Carolina," Dad said. "It's for our retirement and your inheritance." Mom added, "You can buy another place." "You're young." They'd used a power of attorney I'd signed for Ethan to handle a bank issue during a work trip. "It's not fraud," Dad smirked. "It's family." I hired a lawyer, Emily Chen, at $350 an hour. "This is textbook fraud," she said. "That power of attorney was limited." We filed criminal charges and an injunction to halt the sale. The buyer backed out, losing their $15,000 deposit. Ethan and Chloe were evicted within 30 days. My phone lit up with pleas, mom's tears, dad's threats to disown me, Chloe's baby pictures. I blocked them and sent one message via Emily: "Further contact is harassment." The fallout was swift. Dad took a plea, 18 months probation, $8,000 in fines. Ethan and Chloe moved to her parents' basement. My parents lost their house to foreclosure after I stopped payments. Family gossip revealed they'd scammed others. $5,000 from mom's cousin for medical bills. Spent on a cruise. $3,000 from dad's brother for repairs that bought a TV. Support came unexpectedly. My estranged aunt, dad's sister, called. "I'm rewriting my will. You and your cousins get everything. Your parents get nothing." Months later, mom showed up at my office, disheveled, begging. "We're homeless, Lena." Security escorted her out. Dad tried next, then ambushed me at my condo. Cameras caught it. A restraining order followed. Ethan's in-laws called, guilt-tripping about the baby. I dug deeper. Chloe's family owned a thriving bakery chain. They were fine. I'm back in my condo, healing from the betrayal. My family thought I'd roll over like always. They were wrong.